Man, I swear that I'm a real one, I ain't never losing. And now I'm so caught they spin, but they don't never do shit. I'm in these streets, this shit is real, man, I ain't picking choosing. I gotta get rich before I die, I'm focused on the music. Man, I swear that I'm a real one, I ain't never losing. And now I'm so caught they spin, but they don't never do shit. I'm in these streets, this shit is real, man, I ain't picking choosing. I gotta get rich before I die.
Okay, so if you remember, I had told earlier that I will speak in detail about selling pocket garden kits when I went to KBR. So basically last Sunday I had gone to KBR Park and sold pocket garden kits to whoever was going outside, and the response was insane. It was absolutely awesome, and I genuinely did not expect this kind of response. So I was really excited to see how people were reacting. So basically KBR Park is a place where people go for running, walking, jogging, or anything related to getting healthy and fit. So there are vendors who surround the park selling their things. Basically you'll have vendors like vegetable vendors, fruits, eggs, and then healthy food items like ragi juice, ragi related several things, and you even have something called wheat juice. There are people who sell wheat juice, and not just that, they sell the direct wheat strains which people can take home and make the juice out of. So there are all kinds of healthy shit like this sold all around the KBR Park. So I thought KBR would be a perfect place, because when it comes to sales, the number one thing a person has to remember is prospecting, because spending time with somebody who's not at all interested in what you have to sell is useless. So if you prospect people, right? So prospecting basically means that it eliminates all the unnecessary, or it eliminates all the people who are not interested in what you have to sell or what you want to speak about. So prospecting helps you get a good lead. So this is why I chose KBR Park. And so exactly, I'll tell you where exactly all these stands are put up. So once you enter the park, there is a place for everyone to walk outside the park, and outside that there is a footpath. On this footpath, people sell their shit. So this is where I went in. I initially thought of going in at 6 o'clock. However, I reached there at 6:50. So by the time I set up everything, it was 7 o'clock. Basically the place where I stood was right next to a bus stand, where there were around 7 people selling their own stuff, from ragi juice to vegetables to eggs to wheat juice to fruits. And then there were a few other people on the other side which I didn't go and check up on. So what was my setup like? I took a normal sitting stool, which was a wooden stool, and I placed it. On top of that, I had placed a marble which gave me a flat surface, on which I placed 4 pocket gardens at the 4 corners, so that people, whoever are walking on any side, can see what this is. Moreover, I had handwritten notes and stuck it on the marble, so that people who cannot see what the product is, they can definitely read what I've written. So what I wrote on them was grow your own vegetables by Make Me Garden, and gift something matters was another thing. And the main one, vegetable gardening made easy. This was the main one which I liked the most out of all. So I stuck all of these on 3 different sides where people could see it when they were walking. So I set up my stall or my thing right next to a vegetable vendor. She was selling a lot of fresh vegetables. It was beautiful just looking at how these vegetables were, especially Karela, or oh fuck, I forgot what you call that in English, man. I'm getting kakarka in my head. Whatever that is. I personally don't eat it, but looking at that, it was fucking delicious, man. It was so huge. Plum. Again, I don't like eating it, but it just looked that awesome. So, and to my right side, there was another person who was selling wheat juice, which is pretty healthy. And actually, when I was speaking with him, he went into the science aspect of it. That gave me a perspective of how much knowledge do these people have about what they're selling. They're not just selling any random shit. They actually know top to bottom of everything that they're selling. So it went crazy, man. My journey was insane. I went there at 7. So from 7 I started selling. So basically the product which I was offering was Pocket Garden. I told that if you buy one, I would give you at 150. However, if you're willing to buy 3 of those, I will give it to you at $100 each. So this is how I was selling more of my product. And this is a psychological thing. You give them more and offer them a lesser amount, people tend to buy more. This is what I've used, and the way how I sold out all of my products within 4 hours was I just offered them insane value at a good rate. So when initially people came in to buy 1 box, but when I told them, however, you can get 3 boxes at 100 rupees each, they are automatically told, yeah, just give me 3, I'll pick up 3. So I sold most of my kits like this. Most of them bought 3 at a time. So probably at least around 5-6 people bought 3 kits at a time, which was very helpful. And since I took only 30 kits, it was very helpful to move them fast. It was insane, man. One thing which you have to remember when you're making sales is rejection is okay. Nobody gives a fuck. This is why a lot of people don't even go and talk about what they do or what they sell, because they're afraid of a fucking no. And that doesn't make sense whatsoever, because the most of the sales that I made came from the people who were not even interested. They were literally walking by. I had to stop them and say that, hey, would you be interested in growing your own food? And then they were like, yeah, sure. Tell me more about it. And that's when I explained them what can this Pocket Garden do. And moreover, I told them, see, look at this Pocket Garden in 2 ways. One, this can be like your trial kit. Try to grow this at home, eat spinach, and see how you feel it. If you genuinely like it, I have a website which is written on the kit. You can go and place seeds. You can place order for any kind of seeds you want, which you could grow in your house, or we have a lot of gardening services we offer. If you're interested, you can just give us a dial. Again, the number was mentioned on the box, so we can follow up and see what can we do for you. So this was the first option which I told people, and the second one was, this was more interesting for me actually, gifting purposes. So in South Indian families, people gift something called tambulam, or they always take fruits if they're visiting someone, and most of the times these fruits go to waste, or this tambulam, they don't even use it. They just probably gift it to somebody else. So instead of doing any of this, you can literally spend $150 and get a single Pocket Garden, which will basically contain a cocoa pot, soil, and a seed packet. So what does this do? Like, how is this helpful for the other person? Think of it like this. When you give them something, they're going to plant it. And then when it grows, every time they see the plant grow, only thing that they'll remember is, who the hell gave it to me? And the next thing is, imagine them growing the plant out and eating food from it. How insane is that? And when they eat that food, they're going to be grateful for you that you gave them this opportunity to grow your own food and eat. And I feel that is probably the best thing anybody could give to anyone, rather than gifting some random thing. You can gift them something they can grow and eat. I don't know, man, that is very exciting. If somebody did that with me, I would have been very fucking excited. Since nobody's doing that with me, I'm gonna do that with others. I've already done that and it's awesome. I've seen the response. As a matter of fact, I had given one to Sunil. So Sunil, if you're watching this, thank you. He had actually told me that his parents saw this Pocket Garden and they were amazed. They really liked it. So that gives me a lot of confidence, man. That gives me a lot of confidence. So overall, my experience selling these kind of kits at KBR was fucking awesome. I absolutely loved it. And the most important thing was, while I was, while I was selling these, after 2 to 3.5 hours where I moved most of my product, I had only 4 kits remaining. And the woman who was selling vegetables next to me, she looked up to me and she's like, Anna, you almost sold out everything. And she was fucking excited. Generally, if you come to a new space and enter the market and, get more sales than anybody else, people would, try to bash you or talk shit about you, but this person was genuinely interested. Moreover, this person understood the entire concept way better than anybody, dude. She since she was selling vegetables, she understood the whole concept of growing your own vegetables. Why is it so important? So, we both connected at that level. Sweet person, man, very sweet person. And then the guy to the right side of me, he was selling wheat juice, and we spoke for a very long time. And this guy even does home delivery of wheat packets, which people can, I don't know how you make it, but they can make their own juice and drink it. So he does home delivery like this too. So he saw my product, he understood the whole concept of it. As a matter of fact, when other vendors were coming up to me asking me what is this about, I was explaining to them in Telugu, and this person was jumping in between trying to explain it even better than me, which was so sweet of him. I felt that was a very sweet gesture, man. I really liked that person. I really liked that person because before I left, he was like, Anna, you'll be coming regularly, right? So I told him I'll be coming every Sunday and I'll be doing this every Sunday, bolke. So he was like looking forward to it. And then I asked him casually that, how often do you come? He's like, Anna, I'm here always, 365 days of the year. Count me in, just come here, you'll find me. That is how sweet he was. I forgot to mention this earlier actually. So the place where I put up my stall, that apparently was somebody else's spot. So I had taken up his spot, but luckily that person did not come. So that worked out for me. However, when I was speaking with this person who was to the right side selling the wheat juice, I asked him, ki next time will I have a problem? He was like, no worries. Even if you come, that person will adjust hopefully. If he doesn't adjust, don't worry. I have my stall. You can put your stuff on mine. I have no objection. And man, that was so sweet, man. That was so sweet. I absolutely loved this kind of atmosphere I was in. Looking forward to go back again. And this time, I'm not just going to take pocket garden kits. I'm going to take seed packets as well. Because a lot of people who came to purchase the pocket garden kits wanted seed packets. As a matter of fact, they were willing to purchase way more seed packets than pocket garden kits all by themselves, which was very fucking interesting. So this Sunday, I think you can expect me to go back again. I just have to recheck on the availability of these seed packets. If they're available, man, this will be another interesting situation, because I have... Let's see, hustle. Short time on the road. Make time for your fun. Anyways, I am very excited, man. I don't know if whoever is watching, if you're wondering why is Suraj so excited about doing this shit, 2 reasons. One, I absolutely love to hustle for my business to grow. The nitty-gritty parts are the most interesting ones, especially going direct to the consumer and speaking with them, interacting with them, and providing them with enough value. And the second part is, I know the value my product gives. So when you have a product or a service which is valuable as fuck, why wouldn't you be so excited to provide it to people, man? That is my entire thought process with Make Me Garden and its products and services. Because everything is so valuable. In my head, it's like, if I do not give this to people, it's a disservice for them. It's like I'm cheating them by not giving them the value they need. So, if they don't go with me, they're going to go with somebody else who's going to provide lesser value. And I cannot give people lesser value. So, that is why this is so interesting. Looking forward for it. Exciting. and man, I love this clarity. And if you're still watching this long ass video, thank you for watching all the way till here. I have one small request: drop in the like button, and please, if you didn't subscribe yet, go and subscribe. And if you think this kind of videos would be interesting or helpful for anyone else, it would be lovely if you shared it around. Thank you so much.